Hello guys, I'm here to share some information and some mnemonics regarding these things, but you have to go to the concept first. Yeah, you remember concept, but for cracking NEET PG and to get easy answer, we have to remember some mnemonics as well. According to this, we can see here von Willebrand factor is exposed whenever a basement membrane is breached. Whenever a basement membrane is breached, von Willebrand factor is exposed. Von Willebrand factor will attach to GP1b9. GP1b9 will come and attach to von Willebrand factor. This is called adhesion. This process is called adhesion. When this adhesion starts, then a cascade occurs, fibrinogen will form and aggregation will start. What about aggregation? What do you mean by aggregation is there's 2 platelets, 3 platelets, 4 platelets all come together with help of GP2B3A in between fibrinogen with other GP2B3A of other platelet. This process is called aggregation. Von Willebrand factor, GP1b9, adhesion, GP2b3A, fibrinogen, aggregation. Then there are 2 types of disorders regarding this adhesion and aggregation. If you don't have GP1b9 or von Willebrand factor, you will get adhesion problems, adhesion disorders. If you don't have GP2b3A, you will have aggregation problems. So what are these diseases? What are their names? You have to just remember this simple mnemonic. B for basement membrane, B for basement membrane, B for GP1B, and 9. If you reverse the 9, you will get B definitely. And GP1B9 attaches at basement membrane here. This is Bernard-Soulier syndrome. If you lack GP1b9, you'll get Bernard-Soulier syndrome. And again, von Willebrand is at the basement membrane, is the base of the platelet here in the basement membrane. If you lack von Willebrand factor, that is von Willebrand disease. This is simple to remember, the same name, the same factor, but GP1b9 and GP2b3A you will confuse. The reason I made this mnemonic GP1b9, B for basement membrane, B for Bernard-Soulier. Again the same, if you don't have GP2b3A, you will get Glanzmann's thrombasthenia. You have to remember like this, GP2b3A, TT thrombasthenia, GPG Glanzmann. So simply speaking, basement membrane, GP1b9, Bernard-Soulier syndrome, von Willebrand factor, von Willebrand disease, GP2b3A, Glanzmann's thrombasthenia. By the simple trick you can remember. Ristocetin PAT is a test used to differentiate both aggregation disorders and adhesion disorder. Ristocetin is basically an antibiotic which will enhance von Willebrand factor and GP1b9. In diseases like Bernard-Soulier syndrome and von Willebrand disease, they are lacking these 2, GP1b9 and von Willebrand factor, so the Ristocetin PAT will be negative. It doesn't read anything. That means it doesn't help to aggregate platelets. But wherever in aggregation disorders, the deficit is in GP2b3A, so the von Willebrand factor and GP1b9 will be present and Ristocetin PAT will be positive. So by Ristocetin PAT we can differentiate both of them. Have to remember this and this mnemonic. You can mix all this into a concept and he can present it in a case scenario. You can crack it easily. Thank you guys.